Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we're going to study question set number 40. So in the previous video we studied about relational algebra query. That means that's a method we can write a query using relational algebra. So mostly we use the relational algebra query to use between relational databases. So let's see the question set 40. So these are the questions they have given us today. So let's see the question set. Let's see the questions one by one. So guys, this is the first question. Write the relational algebra query to see the product name of the registered product. Use the product stored as a product table. So in this question, they have told us to write a relational algebra query to find out the product name of the registered product. So we need to use the product table to find out this. So you can see here, this is an operator. So this is we call this operator as a projection operator. So in the previous video we studied another operator called selection operator, and in this video we are going to study about this. So this is we call this as a projection operator. So this projection operator helps us to get the results in a column. If we want to find out a particular column or particular cell, we can use this projection operator anywhere. So here they have told us we need to find out the product name. So the condition is product name, and then they have told us to find out the product name from the product table. So we have given the product table here, table name here, column name, that means the condition here, and the operator here. So this is the pattern that we need to write the relational algebra query. So this is the answer for the first question, and let's move on to the second one. So this is the second question. Write the relational algebra query to check the username and password of the login details of the registered users. Registered users use the login details to stored as the system login table. So according to this question, we need to check the username and password of the login details of the registered user. So simply we need to find out the username and password of the registered users using relational algebra query. So they have told us they have given conditions and the table in this question. So if we see the relational algebra query, usually same as again we are using the projection operator, and then we have given the condition as username and password, because as I said earlier we need to find out the username and password of the registered users. So this is the condition, and then we need to get these data from the system login table. So guys, this is the relational algebra query for the second question. So let's move on to the third question. So you can see here the third question. Write the relational algebra query to see the user ID, first name, last name of the registered users. Use the table stored by registered users as the user table. So according to the question, this question is similar to the second one. So in the second one they told us to find out the username and password, but in this question they are telling us to find out the user ID, first name and the last name from the user table. So we need to write a relational algebra query for that. So this is the query. So you can see here we have given the projection operator, and then we have given the conditions: user ID, first name and last name. So these are the conditions and these are the data we want. So and then you can see here we have given the table name as user. So guys, this is the relational algebra query for the third question. And if we see the fourth one, create a relational algebra query to see the product name and description of the products whose brand name is Bata. Use the brand ID as 2. Use the brand stored as the brand table. So if we see this question, they are telling us to write a relational algebra query. So in this question, they are telling to find out the product name and the description of the product which belongs to the brand name called Bata. Okay, and then they have given the brand ID as 2 and the table name as brand table. So these are the hints they have given us through the question, and we need to write the relational algebra query. So this is not a question that is similar to the previous questions that we did. So this is a bit complicated, and in the previous video we studied about an operator called selection operator, and then in this video we are studying about a projection operator. So we need to, if we want to get the answer, we need to combine those two operators together, and then only we can get the answer for this question. So if we see the answer, first of all I have given a projection operator. That means we need a particular column. We need to get the product name and the description column of this particular brand name called Bata, and they have given the brand ID as 2. So we have given the product projection operator, and then we have given the condition, product name and the description. After that, within the bracket, that means we need to put the table name here. Usually we put the table name here, the conditions here, and the operator here. So in this case, we are not going to put the table name here. We are going to put a selection operator and then give it a condition called brand ID is equal to number 2. And then in here we need to give the table to get this particular data. So so the product table. So if you see the query briefly, first of all, if we see this section, we need to get the product table first, and then we need to select the particular brand called Bata, which has the brand ID is equal to 2. So brand ID 2 in the product table. So if we find out this here, and then we can get the product name and the description through this operator. So that's the procedure in this query. So this is the answer for the fourth question. And if we see the question set number 40, so you can see here there are 4 questions, and we studied all the answers for all the 4 questions. So this is up to question set 40. So let's meet with the question set 41 in the next video.